Today we're diving into a subject that may not sound glamorous, but trust me, it's a game changer. Logic Pro shortcuts. Now you might be thinking, I don't need shortcuts. I know my way around Logic Pro just fine, but let me put it to you this way. Imagine you're in a high intensity cooking competition. You've got your ingredients, your recipe, and your cooking skills. But instead of having your tools at hand, they're all tucked away in different drawers, cabinets, and sometimes even in a different room. That's the exact scenario when you're not using shortcuts in your door. You've got the talent, the inspiration, and the tools, but you're spending extra time navigating menus and settings. And let's be honest, every second counts when you're in the groove, right? So in this video, we're going to dive into the top 25 Logic Pro shortcuts every producer needs to know to boost their workflow and focus on what truly matters, making awesome music. Ready to level up your workflow? Let's dive in. So let's start with the basics. Zoom in and out. So if you're struggling, squinting at your screen and you're trying to get in the weeds and edit stuff, zooming in using Command, arrow, up and down is effortlessly going to allow you to zoom in and out with ease. So you can just zoom in. So I've got the up and down arrow key. And then if you do left and right, you can really get in the weeds. And it's going to be way easier than having to keep going here and go like that. And then it's too much, it's not enough. And then go like this. It's just giving you a lot of accuracy. Let's say you're messing around with stuff and you accidentally delete something. Oh no, where's my sub bass gone? Command Z. And that is going to bring everything back. And then, you know, if you wanted to go back a few steps, you can just keep pressing Command Z. So if you want to cut something, Command X, we don't want to do that. So we're going to go back using Command Z and then copy and paste, Command C. And let's say that we want some space here for something else, or we want to break. We just click Command V. So Command C, Command V, and it will copy it over. So Command C and Command V are going to be a lifesaver for you because you're going to be able to really quickly copy and paste stuff wherever you want. So all around, you know, let's say you know that you want your choruses to be on 15 and 25 and you want a rough arrangement, and then you've got a little break here or a short pre, and then you're going into verse 2. It's just going to allow you to work really quickly, especially when you're fleshing out ideas and really trying to just keep things moving in the production or demo phase. And the final one of the basics, stick with me here. You want to save your work as much as possible. I can't tell you how many times I've forgotten to do this and lost my work because something happens in Logic and then it just deletes. And I'm like, oh crap, I didn't save it. So Command S. Look, I've not even saved it. Did that on purpose. Also, organization is key. Joshua Martin, who does 80s synthwave stuff. Synthwave, demo, 100 BPM, C major, folder, saved. And then every time you're working, just click Command S to save. That's your basics. Now let's get into some specific Logic Pro gems. If you want to toggle between the sound library, click Y, and then you can just toggle between that. Whilst you're producing stuff, select sounds. If you want to see your inspector window, you can toggle between that. I normally have that up all the time because I can transpose stuff quickly and add plugins. Let's say you really want to record something quickly. We want to click Option Command A, audio, make sure the input is to the right input, and then you just click R. And then you start recording, just like that. If you want to really quickly bounce something to audio, let's say these drums, click Control B, and then just name it as you want. We'll just call it drums bip, bounce in place. And now you've got your drums in audio form, which leads me very nicely onto the next one. So I can't believe that I didn't know this existed, and it's a game changer. So if you click Control D, now what this is going to do is change the audio to MIDI, and then you can manipulate the sound. So let's say you go to Splice or whatever and you want to change the sound of a sample, but you love the groove of it. You want the, you know, the swing or whatever to stay the same. All you have to do is click Control D and it's going to bring this up, and then you just can click OK. This is just time offset, and then the threshold, you know, the lower it is, the less hits it's going to be. So if you've got a really intricate groove, you just want to play around with the threshold. This is really simple. You just click OK. Now you've just got this MIDI track, and I can just change the sounds. And then I can do with this what I will. So, you know, I could drag it into a drum sampler, or I could like separate all the notes and do what I want with it and just manipulate the sounds. Next shortcut, super simple and really easy. If you just want to listen to one section straight from there and you don't want to do this, boring, just click the section that you want to start from, click Shift and Spacebar. How wonderful is that? If you're already feeling more efficient, we're just getting warmed up. If you want to split regions, Command T, and you can do all the splitting to your heart's content. This is going to come in really handy when you're editing stuff. If you want to create a new audio track, Option Command A. If you want to create a new instrument, click Option Command S, and there you go. So let's say we just want to audition a section and we don't know whether we want that part in it. Just click Control M, and you've just got that one section muted, and then you can just press it again and it will unmute it. All right, on to some more game changers. If you want to just open up the piano roll, click P, and then click it again to bring it up and down, and you can toggle between the two. Toggling between automation lanes, click A, and you'll see that automation comes on and off. If you're starting to make concrete decisions, Command J to join things. It just looks way neater. It's going to be great for your brain. All right, we're in the home stretch now, so here are some more advanced features that you're gonna wanna grab, especially when you're working quickly. If you nailed a performance and you're like, oh, I wish I recorded that, Logic's got you. Let me show you this in action. Let's say I really wanted to keep that in and I'm like, oh, I don't remember what I did there, but it felt good. I could click Shift R, and there is the recording of what I just did. So when you're getting in the weeds of your arrangement, you can show and hide global tracks by clicking G, and you can start adding markers, play around with the tempo if you wish. All right, the next one, keeping your tracks neat. Shift Return to rename all of your tracks. So you can call them drums, sub, bass, etc. And then you can go through and make sure everything's nice and neat. Click F for file browser, and then you can go to any of your samples. So I could go through here. I don't have my hard drive connected with my samples now, but if I did, I'd go here and then I click samples, go through all my sample packs, and then drag them in as I'm working. If you just want to solo elements, you can cycle between them with the arrow tool and then just click S. So if you're just working on certain parts, you can just go through like so, and then solo, solo, I just want to listen to the bass, unsolo. And if you want to loop stuff, just click L. So let's say we just want to loop these drums, you can just press L. Looped for all eternity. Let's say you don't like it, just click L again. If you love having a colorful project, if you click Option and C, you can color tracks like that and make them look all pretty and colorful. Next up, we've got quantizing. So let's say you played this through, which I did earlier on, and you just want to quantize it. All you have to do is press Q. And you might not have noticed that, but there was a little subtle shift. So this was it before when I played it, and then if I click Q, it's quantized it. And finally, if you want to create track stacks and make everything look a lot nicer and neater, and then you can process things together, you want to just click Shift Command D, and then click Summing Stack, name your sum, and then you can add some compression, dial that in, shape the tone of it, etc. And there you have it. The top 25 essential Logic Pro shortcuts every producer should know. We've just scratched the surface here, and there's tons more to discover and increase your productivity. But if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any favorite Logic Pro shortcuts of your own, drop them in the comments below. As always, don't forget to subscribe for more production content. And until next time, create courageously.